When I was living the corporate life, I realized that, one of the main things that I find and look back and don't want to do is the fact that it doesn't use me fully. The employment actually defines you in a box and doesn't like you working outside the box. And my biggest problem was I wanted to always work outside the box, or at least test the limits of what one could do. And that, in my opinion, is one of the biggest descriptions of what it is to be an entrepreneur, is having the liberty, the freedom, and the pleasure of doing things the way you think, or test the limits of how you would want things to be. And this is exactly what I do. My name is Prashant PK Gulati. I am based out of Dubai, and I spend a lot of time working with young startups. I have for the last many years been an angel investor, an advisor, and a supporter of developing ecosystems around the world, especially in emerging markets. And I have used this ethos, which I learned in TiE, to actually take it around the Middle East and India specifically. There are many, many buttons which get pressed, and I think this is for any kind of cause or thought that we get associated with and get very, very involved with. I think it has to press the right kind of buttons in us. And I think TiE is a great combination of giving back, as well as a great way of looking at personal growth in terms of the virtuous cycle of wealth creation, as we call about it. I think TiE brings them both together very elegantly. While at on one side, you are actually trying to help somebody, mentor somebody, advise somebody, give somebody some insight into what they're trying to build as a startup. On the other hand, you could actually be gainfully involved in that growth by itself. And that is an exceptional combination. And what it does is it ends up satisfying you at multiple levels. And I believe the reason I stay connected is it not only gives me these pleasures, it also has given me some of my best friends around the world. If I look around in the TiE network, I found some of the most illustrious, accomplished people as part of that network. And because they were a part of the network and I came in touch with them, they ended up becoming friends. So it's almost like I land in 60 different cities and I find friends everywhere. I personally believe that one of the biggest assets TiE has is the network, or what I call the network effect. The network effect multiplies whatever TiE does good. And if you look around, I have personally seen that the network, first of all, actually brings together some very, very illustrious people. Besides them being illustrious, they're also available. So I've always seen that if I had a genuine and a calibrated and curated request from somebody young, asking for some kind of an introduction or help from somebody in some other chapter, I never got a no back. I always got a yes back. And I have used this to help, innumerable people. And I believe this is true for most of the network. Also, what I find is one of the biggest, kind of disappointments at times for me is that we don't use this network well enough. I think the network has far more value and far more reach than we actually tell about or actually see. And I think if we can make it work even better, there is no reason to believe that this may be the most valuable network we've ever seen.